Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am bringing you a first impression of a new brand. So the brand is called Pretty Vulgar. So I'll give you a little example right here. So this is one of the palettes that I am super excited to share with you guys. So basically they launched on Sephora about 2 weeks ago. They are a cruelty-free brand, and basically what drew me to them was their complete aesthetic. So everything about the packaging and the look of everything is just so appealing to me personally. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna pick a bunch of things up and I'm gonna share them with you. So I have as much as I could possibly buy. Now I don't have everything. I so wish that I could have purchased everything to share with you guys. Every single color I would have if I could have. So basically I got the largest assortment that I could, and I'm here to share it with you today. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually do the rest of my face and my eyes with some of the products that I purchased. So I'm going to show you three things first. The first one is actually the bronzer. So I'll show you the package. It is called Bronzed Bee, and the shade that I got is actually called Son of a Bee. So cute. So this is the actual packaging. Sorry about the glare. I know that's going to be annoying. So that's the package. So beautiful. I just love the look of the frames. And then I also got one blush. I actually wanted to get multiple colors, but I stuck with one just so that I could show you the blushes as well. So that is called Make Me Blush, and the color that I got is Tickled Pink. So there's your package. So pretty. And then finally I did get a highlight, and their highlight is called Shimmering Swan. So that is the package, and then the color is Glimmers of BS, which, oh my god, I just love the names. Like, I love that it's a little bit like, you know, bad, maybe a little bit. So cute. Just use them on my face. So I grabbed some brushes and I'm going to bronze my face, blush, and highlight to kind of try out these products with you as a first impression. So I'm going to start with, of course, the bronzer, the shade Son of a Bee. And I have a big Real Techniques bronzer brush that I always use, so that's what I'm going to start with. So the first thing, I kind of just swirled it around. It is a little bit dusty. If you can see that, it's definitely kicking up some pigment. So I'm going to just kind of dust that brush off and bronze my face. So I'm going to start with this very large forehead of mine. And this face was needing some color. It's looking so pale. So there is the bronzer. I have to say that is a definite improvement over the paleness. And then I'm actually going to take and try this out for contour shade as well. So I'm going to try it with the Sephora small contour brush, which is this one. So I'm going to lightly dip in, tap it off. So that's really pretty, I think. It is a little bit on the warm side, so really good for me personally, just for the summer. Usually in the winter I like to use something with a little bit more gray in it, just because I tend to be very fair. So with this one, it's going to be great for summer. I like the little warmth that it gave me, and I think it's really pretty. So super impressed with that so far. So I'm going to go in with the blush Tickled Pink. So I'll show you the shade really quick. It's this one. So it's a nice light pink. And I'm going to take my Real Techniques blush brush. This is a nice light pink, so you don't have to go super crazy. I like that. The color is really diffuse, but it's very smooth, nice and pigmented, because I barely tapped my brush into it. And now I'm going to try Glimmers of BS. That is so cute. There is the shade, and I'm going to take my Sephora Pro highlight brush, and that is number 98. really impressed with that. So I have to say that highlight is so pretty. Hopefully you're seeing it like true to life, because right here in front of me it is super pretty. It's got a nice shine to it, but it's not overdone. It's just perfect, I think. I love it. Okay, I love the highlight. This is the only shade of highlight that they have, by the way. I love everything so far that I've used, so everything I put on my face has been really nice. So next, what do I want to do? I'm going to show you both of the eyeshadow palettes. At the end of the video, I will swatch everything too, all of the shadows and all of the lips that I got. So I'll do that at the end. I do want to get my eyes done just so you can kind of see that. So first is the Nightingale palette, which is the one I kind of gave you a little glimpse of. So that is what she looks like. It's styled like a bird cage. So that is what that is. So pretty. The other one is called Pretty Birdie. This one is like screams me because I love color in my eyeshadow. So pretty. So I think what I'll do is just kind of play with both. So I'll kind of pick and choose just whatever shade I'm kind of feeling at the moment. I'm going to go in with the shade Pillow Fight, which is this middle shade here. Next, I'm going to use the shade Hide and Seek, which is this one here, and just go into the crease. Okay, so far so good. Everything looks really even. Everything's blending really smoothly, so no complaints so far. I'm going to switch to the Pretty Birdie palette now, so I'm going to add some color. And I'm going to take the shade Snitch. So that's what we're working with so far. I'm going to take my Morphe E27 brush. It's hard to decide because they are so pretty. I'm going to do the shade Ego. So I'm going to put that right on my lid. I'm going to dip back into the shade Snitch, and I'm going to go a little bit higher into the crease. That's because I'm feeling that shade. I'm going to go back to my Morphe E17 brush, and I am going to dip into the shade Formation, which is like this burnt orange. And I'm going to dip into the shade Jealous, which is this green here. So that was just really rough and like threw it on there, but it actually looks really pretty. I am going to quickly go back to the Nightingale palette, and I'm going to dip into the shade Dark Side and All Nighter. So I'm going to take Dark Side and All Nighter and mix those two a little bit. So that is the eyeshadow look. I'm just going to pop on some mascara and then I'll be right back. So I am really impressed with both of these eyeshadows. I have to say that I'm really happy with everything. Everything was pretty pigmented and they're really easy to blend. I put on so many different colors and still everything looks really cohesive. It's not crazy looking, blending well. Shadows pair nicely together, so you can definitely do some looks featuring both the nude palette and the really colorful one, so the Nightingale and the Pretty Birdie. So really happy about both of them. I could really have no complaints. Everything was fairly pigmented. The red was not extremely pigmented, but it was still really good, and you can definitely build it up. But everything, really, I love both of these palettes, so I'm really happy that I have both of these. So the next thing I want to show you is the liner. So it is called On Point. So this is the box right here. It is a felt tip, and this is the packaging. which I think is really pretty, and it has like the little pin design on it, which is so nice. And the tip, of course, is a felt tip, and looks like that. Hopefully you can see that okay. And I am going to put a little bit of liner on just to show you guys. So as you can see, I just did a small, subtle wing. Just kidding, I did a huge one. But I decided to really just kind of throw it on there and see what happened with it. It is fairly easy to work with. I will say that it will take me a bit of getting used to, and the wing, I'm not as happy with my wing as I normally would be, but that's usually with a felt tip that I've been using for a long time. This one is kind of unique. So the shape itself is kind of like a teardrop. And basically this entire little tip actually moves. So it moves at the base of the tip, which is different. So you can literally lay it and then kind of bend it. So I wasn't quite used to that. It was just something a little bit different. Whereas I'm used to just a pin where the entire felt tip moves. This really moves at the base. And the actual tip itself is kind of stiff. So it's going to take just a little bit of getting used to, but I do like it. It's very, very black, and so far is standing up to my watery eye. We'll see how it does for the rest of the video, and that'll be a good kind of way to compare it if you guys have watery eyes, because this one's watering like crazy. Next several things I have to show are all lip products. So the first lip product I'm going to show you is called Silent Treatment, which is this one here, and this is a matte lip treatment. So this is what it looks like in the packaging. I think it is so pretty. I love the little flowers. And this one is actually just a lip treatment that has a matte finish, and you can use this morning and night. So I'm gonna actually put it on my lips. See how it feels. So it feels kind of interesting. It almost feels like I've put like a primer type product to my lips. It does feel really smoothing, and it almost has like a little blurring effect to it. So I'm interested to see what this will do over time for my lips. Of course, with the first impression, it's hard to really know what the end result will be, but I think I'm gonna like this. I do like the texture of it. It feels kind of like a primer, but in a good way, if that makes any sense. Like, it feels hydrating, but it's not glossy or sticky in any way, which I actually prefer. So I also picked up 3 liquid lips and 3 glosses. So I'm excited to share those with you guys. First, I'm going to show you the glosses. They are called Poisonous Pout. We picked up 3 shades, and I will show you those. So I picked up these 3 shades. And I'm actually going to put these on just so you can see them. So the first one is called Pick Your Poison. So that is Pick Your Poison. And I have it on my lips. So it's a little bit sheerer. You can see the color, but it's really soft. I don't mind that at all. It's actually really pretty on the lips. I do like it. They are comfortable, and these are actually plumping glosses, but they do not have a minty scent or taste. You can feel the slightest little bit of tingle. It's not uncomfortable at all, which I actually love, because a lot of lip plumpers seem to just like kind of burn or tingle more than they actually plump. So I don't know about the long-term plumping, but I like the way that it feels on my lips. And maybe it's in my head, but they do feel kind of plump all of a sudden. But you guys can kind of be the judge of that. It's a really nice consistency, so it's not super sticky and tacky. It's almost a little bit creamy feeling, if that makes sense. The next one I have is called Karma, which is this color here. So I think I see a little bit more pigmentation with this one. There is the swatch of Karma. And you can see how glossy they are too. Feels really nice on the lips. It definitely is a little bit creamier. And finally, I got the shade Cursed, which is the last one there. Kind of like a burgundy red. So that is Cursed. It's really pretty. So again, there are all 3 of these swatches. I also have 3 of the My Lips Are Sealed liquid lipsticks. So this is the box. I love the little, like, and then I also got 3 shades of these. And they do have a metallic finish as well. From what I know, these are not going to dry down to a matte finish. They're actually going to stay a little bit more moist on the lips. They're supposed to be a little bit creamy in texture. So we're going to see. I kind of almost wish they were at least a little like semi-matte or something. But I'm open to it. I definitely want to see how they do. So the first shade is called Secret Sabotage. This shade right here. That's really pretty. It is Secret Sabotage. That was really easy to apply. It goes on super smoothly, and I actually think it looks really beautiful. It feels comfortable. The only way to describe it is like a cream, a little bit more of a whipped, lighter texture. It almost feels like you have like a regular creamy lipstick on. Ooh, I have to say I really like that so far. Next is the shade Particularly Sophisticated. Oh, how pretty. I love the flowers. So that is that shade. I love this one. The last liquid lipstick is called Made with Mischief. And I went ahead and swatched that one. So pretty. So this one's going to be the last lip that I do, and then I will show you one more thing that I got. So that is Made with Mischief, and I have to say it's so pretty. I've really been into dark lip colors lately, like winter colors is what a lot of people would consider them, but I think it's so pretty. So that is all the lips. I think they are gorgeous. They're very, very comfortable on the lips. I don't think that these would be incredibly long lasting, but they are not transferring. Like when your lips close, it's not transferring, which is nice. Sometimes when you like close your lips with something creamy on, it kind of gets a little bit weird, but this is actually really comfortable and it looks the same no matter what you do. So this is really pretty. I'm really excited for that color especially. I will leave this one on, and then I'm going to show you the last thing that I picked up. I also picked up the Lock It In setting spray, which this is the box here, and the packaging of this is so pretty. It says this is what it looks like. It's so gorgeous. I love the little puff detail. It actually is a sprayer inside, so this is just your lid, but how adorable is that? That may be my favorite packaging of all, even though I love them all. I just have to say, like, that's my style. Like, if I could get every single one of their products, I would. And their display that's going in just a few Sephoras is so, so pretty. Like, if I could have that in my vanity room, I would have it. Like, I would have a little area. It's just my style. I love it. Do a little test spray. Okay. Ooh. So the spray itself really doesn't have any like noticeable scent or anything, which I actually prefer. With this one you do get a really good spray. So sometimes they're super, super fine, sometimes they're almost like droplets hitting your face, and I think this is like in between. I would hold it a good distance away, but it's very it's a dispersed kind of spray, but you actually feel like it's getting on you with just 1 or 2 sprays, so you don't have to feel like you have to spray 30 times to get it. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how it wears over time, like through the night, and see what happens. But overall, I'm super impressed with everything. I so wish that I could have gotten every single item. So really quickly, I'm going to show you guys swatches of the last two palettes and give you my final thought. So I did go ahead and swatch both palettes for you. Horrible job of swatching. And a couple of these on my fair skin, they're a little hard to see. So I'm going to try to give you a better look. Yeah, okay. So the first one is actually here. Yeah. And the second one you can't really see because it's just a shimmer. So if you can see this one, it is Nocturnal. The next one is Pillow Fight. Then you have Break Free. Then Dark Side. Hide and Seek, which is like a soft taupe color. Clutch, which has a little shimmer to it. Flip Out. I Spy. This is called Silver Spoon. Then you have Swoop, After Midnight, and All Nighter. I also swatched the Pretty Birdie palette for you. So the first shade is Lay. Then you have Free, which is here. Ego. Songbird. Brilliant. Fancy. Wing It. Snitch. Formation. Nevermore, Jealous, and Head Bitch. So that is everything that I picked up from Pretty Vulgar. I am so excited about their products. I have to say that it's very partial to me because I love all of the packaging, but I do think that the quality is really nice. Everything that I have actually put on my face has been beautiful. The Nightingale palette, I have to say, does not swatch that well. I think that it applies better than it looks, but a lot of the shades are not extremely pigmented. They are a very soft, fine powder, but a lot of the matte shades just don't swatch that well. I've seen that before though, where the swatches aren't that good and the actual shadow once you apply it is good, and I've seen the opposite as well. But I have to say that the Pretty Birdie did swatch really well. I thought that those were a little bit more pigmented overall, which are really fun colors too. So if you're thinking about picking one up for the summertime and you're not afraid of color, I would definitely recommend this palette in particular. The lips I really love. If you like a gloss that's a little bit plumping but not minty, I think the glosses are beautiful. Probably my favorite shade was Karma. Yeah, which is this one. That was probably my favorite shade of gloss. It was just really pigmented, especially if you like some color on the lips that's kind of rosy, like your lips but better. I think it was really nice. Of the liquid lips, I have to say that the middle shade was probably my favorite as well, particularly Sophisticated. Those are almost similar shades, so maybe I'm just feeling that, but I would give them a 10 out of 10 for all of the packaging. I think it's beautiful, and all of the quality that I've seen so far is good. So my first impression is amazing of this brand. If you guys want to know in the future how I'm liking things, then definitely ask. If you'd like to see a video featuring any of these products, please do let me know. And I'm really in love with the highlight and the blush and the bronzer. I don't really think you could go wrong with any of these. There is a deeper shade in the bronzer. There are other options in the blush as well. There's peaches, some that are a little brighter, pink, a little bolder, and some a little bit more nude. And the highlighter, of course, that is the only shade, but I am loving that shade. And this is like barely putting any on. You could definitely build that up to make it more your style if you like a blinding highlight. But I love the packaging. Everything feels kind of luxurious. The lip products have some weight to them. The packaging is very sturdy and beautiful. Packaging is A+, A++++. I would say the Nightingale palette is maybe the only thing that wasn't 100. To me, it was probably an 8 out of 10 for me. It was really good, but some of the shadows could have been a little bit more pigmented. I'm still going to play with it and see. I might be wrong about it. Maybe they're more pigmented once you actually put them on with a brush, which I think that they probably will be fine. But everything is amazing. The liner I'll just have to kind of get used to using. That's probably a 9 out of 10 for me, but everything has been really good. So I have to say this is a really, really positive first impression. I hope that you guys enjoyed and kind of got some information out of it. If you have any questions at all about any of the products that I got, definitely leave that in the comments below. Make sure to check out my giveaway. If you're watching this video in March. I almost said March. It is not March. If you're watching this video in May, I do have a giveaway going on through the 15th of this month, so definitely be sure to check that out and subscribe to my channel so that you can enter my giveaway as well. I would love to have you. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was a long video. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. If you did, I really, really, really appreciate it. And if you did make it to the end, tell me which product that you saw was your favorite. I would love to know. So I will see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.